cool mau mau, a cool mau mau pa. Ho my, ho my, ho my. Ho mai ka iki mai luna mai ona mea huna no awe mele ho mai ho mai ho mai ho mai ka iki mai luna mai ona mea huna no awe mele ho mai ho mai ho mai ho mai ka iki mai luna mai ona mea huna no awe mele Hele hoi a kala o moka o kona hele hoi o makai. Welcome kakayaka e komo mai. Good morning and welcome Unity Church of Kona. And what an honor it is to be able to start this service with the Hawaiian prayer chant, the Eomai. Beseeching the Great Spirit above for the wisdom. 3 octaves, the telling of the story. Why would they be telling the story to the children? A kauna, a meaning. But underlying that, oh, Great Spirit, beseeching thee with Eomai, grant us the wisdom of life's experiences that become our stories. With the wisdom of the knowledge of that experience, we never have to repeat them over and over. So a fitting prayer chant here in Hawaiian culture shared through the unity of Kona. What an honor it is to be here in beautiful Kailua, Kona as we start our service today. I'd like to ask you all to please stand as we'll do our affirmation for the month, vision and mission statements. As our affirmation is prosperity, together we'll do it. God is my source in all things. I live in an abundant universe and I claim my good now. Promise right now. With a vision here at Unity, we are a world family of oneness, peace, and love. With a mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And so it is. And while you got you standing, we're going to get our singers on board and we'll do our opening song, Stand Together. Or Come Together. All right, we got all these different songs. We're all together here. Or coming or going, it's all good. Here we go. Dance with me, folks.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. We come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. Look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. We come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. From every walk of life. From every walk of life. Every creed and color. Every creed and color. And get your feel nice.
Get your feel nice.
In honor of the God in each other. Now look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
Woohoo! While we're all standing, it's time to greet each other here in the sanctuary. So take a couple moments as you give everybody a handshake or a hug. If you're joining us online, please share a little comment in the comment section on the Facebook Live, and we can greet you also. So this is our time of fellowship and welcoming everybody from the week. Aloha. Well, it's always a joy to see all the smiling faces in the sanctuary. And as we like to acknowledge our guests and visitors, if you haven't been here in a while, or maybe this is your first time here to Unity of Kona, we'd ask you to please stand and tell us your name and where you're from. So anybody new or coming back? There he is. Welcome, Kaylin. Aloha. Well, welcome back. Awesome. Yes, my friend. Yes, good to see you again, Baron. I remember you, my friend. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Well, thank you for joining us and bringing the car along. God bless you, and God bless Tom as we hold him in our thoughts and prayers. And everybody in need of thoughts and prayers will hold in the light of the unity spirit. And so now is the time where I've asked to, let's do this. We'd like to thank everybody for sharing, and we'd like to say welcome with a great big aloha, and God bless you. There you go. Joining us online, you also, my friends. And now's the time in the service where I've asked to do the daily word. Candy. So would you please welcome Candy to do our daily word?
Oh, thank you. Today's daily word is world peace. I rest my heart in the peace of God. Around the world, so many souls are joining me in my prayer for peace. While the news may give more attention to points of conflict, there is a striving and yearning in the human heart for peace. My prayer supports that desire and strengthens the bonds of love that lead to the greater harmony. I begin my affirmation of world peace with a soft and open heart. I am comforted as I realize the advances the world's people have made over the generations to live together harmoniously. I make an effort to live a more peaceful life and bridge the gaps of understanding between myself and those around me. I focus my attention upon our shared desires, a peaceful world of cooperation and goodwill. This is my heartfelt prayer. Those of steadfast mind, you keep in peace because they trust in you. Isaiah 26:3. And together, I rest my heart in the peace of God.
Yes, and so it is. Within us, we find our peace. And as we take a moment to visualize the sanctuary, find this peace within the sanctuary of your soul. See this place as a beautiful heart. And as you feel the loving energy flowing in and through you, see it flowing through every person, every being on this earth and in this world. And if there are any circumstances, events in your life, or anyone in your life in need of prayer, let's take a moment now and see them in the center of this place, this most beautiful heart of peace. And now we'll come together to say the prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Mahalo ke akua. Thank you, God. Amen. And now is the time in the service. We have some music with Dondi. Dondi Nueva. Thank you, Dondi, for sharing your talent.
Hello, Kakayoka, everyone. Nice to see everyone here. Nice smiling faces. I always love to see that. Look for the silver lining wherever a cloud appears in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make us shine for you, a heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. Look for the silver lining whenever a cloud appears in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make it shine for you, a heart full of joy and gladness always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life and find the sunny side of life.
Thank you so much, Donnie. Thank you. We really appreciate your talents and time. And now's the time in the service where we'll introduce our speaker today, Reverend Sophia Falke, coming to us from Henderson, Nevada, possibly. Who knows where she's from. But she's going to do our meditation and message here today. She's bouncing around, this lady. Well, welcome, Reverend Sophia. Aloha.
Aloha. I missed you guys. Well, thank you. That was the best response you could have given me. I have several questions for you to start out this morning. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, good. So first of all, do you believe you can achieve anything you desire?
Yes.
All right. And it's okay, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't want to say yes, I don't believe that. It's all good. All right. There is no right or wrong answer. Got it? All right. Do you believe that your dreams can and will come true? Okay. And do you believe that with God all things are possible? Yes. And that miracles can become a way of life and not the exception?
Yes.
Okay. I'm in the right place. You're in the right place. All right. Yay. Now, many of you were here on New Year's Day, and you did some serious preparation work. First, the burning bowl ceremony where you released baggage from the past. Then during the white stone ceremony, you took on a new identity, a new name, who you claim to be for yourself in 2023. That was a huge step. And last week, Sasha shared about Edwin Gaines' 4 spiritual laws of prosperity. And I loved watching all of you, not just Sasha, who did a wonderful job, but you participating. She got you up, moving so that not only did you hear the principles, but you experienced them in your body. And that's important, to just become that prosperity. And now is the time to expand on that foundation. I mean, we're not going to let you off the hook this winter and spring, all right? We've got planned out for you to do some serious work. And I hope you're ready for that, because we are. So let's expand on that foundation that you laid for yourself and start building the new field of dreams based on your new identity and your new understanding of prosperity in all areas of your life. So you see, that's part of the wonder of beginning a new year and a new you. I believe that not only can you build and achieve your field of dreams, but you must. Because ladies and gentlemen, we cannot sit idly by on the sidelines as the world passes us by and let others create our world for us. And very often that's a world of lack, limitation, and dis-ease. Now tomorrow, we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. And more than that, we celebrate the dream that Martin Luther King stood for. On August 28, 1963, and some of you weren't born yet, and others of you were watching it on television, and Dr. King spoke to thousands of people in front of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and to millions more on cameras that took his message to every home in America. And you can still watch it on YouTube. And it's powerful. And I invite you, when you get home, to do exactly that and hear it from Dr. King's own essence, his own spirit. Throughout his speech, Dr. King took us not only on a historical and human journey, he also took us on a spiritual journey. I'm going to read from his speech and not going to try to imitate the way he spoke. I think no one can substitute for his power and presence. While I read, I invite you to listen to the meaning that this speech has in your own life in both the temporal and spiritual realms. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I am not unmindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from narrow cells. Some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been the veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you, friends, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at a table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a desert state sweltering with the heat of injustice and oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day the state of Alabama, whose governor's lips are presently dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, will be transformed into a situation where little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls and walk together as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith with which I return to the South. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with a new meaning, "My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing." Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous peaks of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. When we let freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, Black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. This was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. What is your dream? Do you have one? And is it outrageous? Some of you might have bright and uplifting dreams. Others may not even dare to dream because you have lost hope. Dr. King gives us a blueprint for building your field of dreams. First, he acknowledged that many of you have come from narrow cells and from areas where your quest for freedom left you feeling battered. It could be freedom from illness. It could be freedom from abuse. It could be freedom from difficult financial or spiritual or interpersonal relationships. Writer Joseph Campbell once said, "We must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us." Let me say that again. We must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. Yes. Now, in the burning bowl ceremony, that was your opportunity to release from your narrow cells of consciousness and from your feelings of defeat. It was an opportunity to get rid of the life you've planned. But Dr. King isn't telling you to go into denial or to avoid your past and your fears. He tells you to go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, and so on, knowing that somehow your situation can and will be changed. Dr. King tells you not to wallow in the valley of despair, which reminds me of the 23rd Psalm, where we are invited to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, not get stuck there, not wallow there. No, we are to walk through. Dr. King recognizes that there will be difficulties and frustrations of the moment, yet he still had a dream, and a dream that is deeply rooted in the American dream, and that one day the nation will rise up. Personally, I believe the American dream was ultimately rooted in principle, in God, and that our nation is a representation of our consciousness. So we can see that building our field of dreams means overcoming momentary doubts and frustrations with a deeply rooted consciousness in God. One of my truisms is that God always says yes to us and to our dreams. The challenge is to be very clear what you are asking for. How often do you think, boy, I'd sure love to have $1 million. If God says yes and starts the preparation to bring to you all the resources necessary for you to have $1 million. But then your next thought might be, but I don't have enough money to pay my bills. And God says, yes, I was going to give you $1 million, but you don't want enough money to pay your bills? I'll say yes to that too. You and I send these mixed messages to God all the time. So as you build your field of dreams, what is it that you are asking God for? And are you able to truly cast off the old consciousness and take on your new white stone identity? Dr. King sees even the state of Mississippi, a desert state, sweltering with the heat of injustice and oppression, being transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. That means even the worst situation or doubting consciousness can be transformed. But how? Dr. King says that faith can transform the jangling discords of our nation, our consciousness, into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. Yes, faith is essential. Faith will get us through the hard times of casting off the new. Faith will get through the doubts and challenges from within and without that arise when you are imaging what you can be and reforming and establishing your new identity. Faith will lift you on its wings as you learn to fly and continue on the road of your transformation. Faith will help you remember what Jesus told us when he said, "You are the light of the world," so that you may overcome your fears and doubts, your feelings of not enough. Let us remember that we are blessed and that we are the light. You are blessed. You are the light. I remember hearing how elephant trainers in Thailand manage to control their elephants. You know, they're the largest of the land roving mammals, right? Now, when an elephant is a baby, the handler tethers it with a strong chain to a tree. You know, the baby pulls and pulls and pulls against the chain, but to no avail. After many futile attempts, the baby elephant gives up. And as the elephant grows to maturity, the handler is able to replace the chain with lighter and lighter tethers until the only thing needed to keep the giant elephant confined is the reed of a lotus flower attached to a post. With his great power and strength, the elephant could easily break the reed or uproot the post. But the elephant gave up long ago, thinking that it is still the weak little baby, not knowing its truth, that it is a great and powerful being. Do you ever feel like the elephant? That there's some greatness in you that you have forgotten because of an error message or a series of error messages you received when you first entered this lifetime? Messages of not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough, not rich enough, that's impractical, and so on. And when you believe these error messages, you are acting like the negative force of a magnet. You push your good away. Instead, you must have your dreams and you must believe that they will come true. When Dr. King said, "I have a dream," he believed that his dream would come true. Dr. King knew that all people are deserving of good and that we cannot sit idly by and allow anything less than to manifest in our dreams. Remember, God made you in its likeness and image. Jesus told us we are the light of the world. Do you believe it? Do you believe that you deserve your dream? Think about it. God already knows you are perfect. Now is the time for you to believe in yourself. With God's help, you can find that exquisite core you've kept hidden away and bring it out into the light. Kayla will be leading a vision board workshop this month, and Sasha and I are proposing to the board later today that we begin a 7-week prosperity program in February. And I think the first Sunday in February, I'm going to be inviting you to write letters from God. And I forewarned you on the first Sunday on New Year's Day. It's a letter affirming to you how you have achieved your dream and how wonderfully you're doing. We want you to be prosperous both as individuals and as a spiritual ohana. What is your dream? Take the first step today in building your dream with the first powerful step. Believe you deserve it. So let's affirm together. I'm going to say it first and then you can repeat and we'll go through this, okay? All right. I deserve my dream.
I deserve my dream.
And I deserve all the abundance of the universe.
And I deserve all the abundance of the universe.
And my dream will come true. Martin Luther King had a dream. What is your dream? Begin it now. Now. So let's take a few moments now and go into meditation. Let's see what we can do to help strengthen and grow and give vitality to your dream. So I invite you to close your eyes. Have your feet rooted on the ground. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in the light and the love that is God. And when you exhale, release any tension you might be feeling in your body. And continuing to breathe deeply as you settle into this mindful state. When you breathe in the healing power of God, imagine it flowing through every cell and tissue of your body. When you exhale, release any discomfort or dis-ease you might be experiencing in your body. Continuing to breathe deeply, remembering that when the creation stories, God breathed life into Adam's nostrils. Imagine the breath of God breathing you every moment. So you are breathing God. And as you open up to this peaceful place, imagine to yourself all things are possible. And say to yourself, I have a dream. What is your dream? Bring it to mind right now. What is your outrageous, audacious, thrilling dream. And as you clarify your dream, silently affirm to yourself, I deserve my dream. I deserve all the abundance of the universe that will help me make my dream come true. I am open and welcoming to all the resources I need to rush toward me. I receive in gratitude and love. I claim my dream now. Let's take a moment also. What is your dream for your unity of Kona Ohana? Bring that to mind. What is your big, audacious dream for unity of Kona? And affirm to yourself for your spiritual Ohana. We deserve our dream. We deserve all the abundance of the universe that will make our dream come true. We are open and welcoming and are a magnet to all the resources necessary as they come rushing toward us. And as you return to this time and this place, remember you are the light. You are the love of God expressing in this world. As you go out into the community, out into the world, purposely, consciously radiate your love and light so that we may transform the world for everyone. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Sophia, holding that dream in our hearts, and thank you for reiterating it for us here this morning. And so God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us, coming all the way from
My joy.
Henderson, Nevada.
Aloha.
Aloha. And so now is the time in the service where we'll take our gifts and offerings and hold them in your hands, is the offertory statement. It's a prayer of our ministry. It's a prayer and support. There's many ways in which you can make your donation, in which we are abundantly grateful. They're going to appear here on the screen. For those attending service, the tithing bowls will be passed around. If you're joining us online, there's a QR code on the screen. And don't forget about Amazon Prime. And a little bit goes with every purchase there. So please share with your time now at this time. And so as we'll do our offertory, it's on the board, right? Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way, and so it is. We have a little more music now, I believe, from Dondi. Thank you, Dondi.
Take a deep breath. Song I just learned last night, so forgive me. But I like. Every time I feel the Spirit living in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Upon the mountain when all the trees out of the mouth came fire and smoke. Looked all around me, it looked fine, till I asked the Lord, oh, where is mine? Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit, every night I will pray. Oh, I have sorrows, I have woes, and I have heartache here below. But while God leads me, I'll never fear, for I am driven by His care. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I hear the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I hear the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Yes, I will pray. Yes, I will pray. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Donnie. It's pretty amazing. In my life, I feel the Spirit. And so now we'll bless these gifts and offerings coming forward. We say, thank you, God. Mahalo keakua. And so it is, and so as we give, so shall we receive. And so it's through Spirit that we consecrate and dedicate these gifts to do your will, your work in this ministry and in our lives. And so it is. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Mahalo keakua. A few announcements as we move into the final portion of the service. Unity, first and foremost, is a prayer ministry. So we have the You Pray app. Download that app and get instant replies from Unity Village, where there's prayer vigils, 30 days of consecutive prayer. Many affirmations and meditations are available online. Also, we have the prayer request forms in the back of the sanctuary. Fill out one, drop it in the box. Our chaplains will look them over here and send them on to Silent Unity. And so there are many ways to get to your prayer request. You can call the church, 808-322-0885, as well as send an email, unityofkona@gmail.com. And so let's see, a few more announcements. We got a lot of them today. I'm sorry, folks, but we got a lot going on with the Team Member of the Month. Congratulations, Craig Davison. I saw Kim out here, but make sure Craig gets the word. He's volunteering so much here and assisting with the audio, video, and his willingness to help has been support as church, whatever we need, and sharing his talents is greatly appreciated. So thank you, Craig. The board meeting is today, and this, please, prior to the coming up, the annual meeting in February, so please join the board meeting if you have any intent to observe the board or watch or participate on the board. That is meeting today at 11:30. All are welcome, and it will be available Zoom, I believe. The connection for that will be added to the Facebook page. So just check there. Reverend Sophia is doing a new members class Saturday, February 4th. Anyone interested in becoming an active member of Unity of Kona will need to take the new members class. So the class will be held via Zoom from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. And those attending in-person service, we will pass out the sign-up sheets here. And so all those attending online, feel free to send us an email. Here we go, sign-up sheets. So please sign up to help us out here at the church. We need all the available hands on deck running this place, and so we really appreciate all this. Annual membership renewal is now due as we're getting ready for this membership meeting in February. That's kindly return the cards by February 19th. You must be an active member, and so renewal slips are a must, and so they're going to be found in the back of the sanctuary. They're going to be mailed out to people that we have mailing addresses, and so make sure you fill out the renewal card. No current membership renewal card is on file. Then the annual membership meeting set for February 26th, 2023, that person becomes inactive and cannot serve on the board of trustees or vote in a membership meeting. So membership cards will be attached in the newsletter also, and so look for that in the mail, in the newsletter, or here in the sanctuary. We need to have them in by February 19th at the latest. So the annual meeting will be taking place on February 26th, and so we're looking for voting members of the Ohana to join the board, including virtual members. So if you're anywhere you're out there, please join us. We need the participation, and we need the guidance of the board of directors to run this church. So we're looking for anybody with current positions open as secretary and treasurer. So please contact Kayla, myself, Vince, or Dondi, or send an email, unityofkona@gmail.com. And we also encourage potential new board members to attend the next 2 months' meetings and just to see how they go. And so a reminder, to join us in the evening for self-healing meditation, Discovery, hosted by Sean. So thank you, Sean, for hosting the meditation. The next meditation will be Tuesday, January 17th. So, hey, that's coming up. It's from 6:30 till 7:30, so we look forward to seeing you for the midweek meditations. Annual Vision Workshop, we mentioned earlier, is scheduled for next Sunday, and that's the 22nd from 12 to 3. So all materials will be provided, so just come join us for the vision as we're all dreaming about what we want in life. This is a way to put it in a physical being so you can meditate on it and create it in your lives. So join us for the Vision Board Workshop. And so that's coming up, hosted by Kayla. So thank you, Kayla, for hosting that. Yeah. And as you know, it does take a village to run the spiritual center. And so I also need to announce the newsletter's been delayed with technical difficulties. That will be caught up, and we will be getting those newsletters out. We also got some responses from our gifts from Christmas, so they're over here on the piano, and so please check this out. Some really cool things. People were so grateful to get these gifts that we were able to donate here from the church. So it's really a great acknowledgement of the spirit that we shared coming back to us. And so don't hesitate to kindly become a contributor. You're sharing your time, talents, and treasures. So several sign-up sheets in the back of the sanctuary. So, my friends, we got some goodies after dinner, after the service here. Dinner and well service. Lunch is next, right? Okay. Yeah, Dondi, a little more closing music as we get ready to... I'm sorry, what? Oh, Martin Luther King celebrations. Okay, we got lots going on, guys. And so this is today over here at the pavilion, the Maka'eo Pavilion at the old airport. And so that's today from 12 to 1 is lunch, 1:15 the program starts. So join the Kona celebrations of Dr. Martin Luther King. So it's pretty cool as that's going on. I think I got everything done. Perfect, she's saying. Okay, so let's all make a big circle here right behind the cameras. We'll do our closing songs. It's been a wonderful chance to get together on a beautiful day. We're making a circle. Here we go.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
As we dare to dream our biggest dreams in life, carry these dreams with you. We'll fulfill them all because you know you're blessed. Until we meet again, we'll close. Aloha oi.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, eke ona ona no I kalipo. One fond embrace, ahoy, until we meet again.
Ahui ho, aloha. God bless you, everyone. Little fellowship happening upstairs with some snacks. Donnie's got a little closing music for us. So God bless everybody. Come back.
E Hawaii e kuonde au nawe. Kuhome kula hivine. Oli na anapono anio. E Hawaii, aloha e haole na opio Hawaii
Holy, holy, my naya, makani, Mauke aloha, doha vai, e hai vale na opio haine, holy, holy, my na ahe makani, palaye, Mau